Dear students and learners, I am Dr. Suja. This is my third video for engineering thermodynamics. As in the last two videos, we are studying about the basic concepts and fundamental terminologies of engineering thermodynamics. And in the second video, I have stopped till the explanations or the descriptions for state and process. Okay, so let us recall again and then I'll continue. So state is nothing but the physical condition which is described by the properties of the system, and the process is change of state from one state to another state. Okay, and now next very important topic, thermodynamics meant for three is energy, equilibrium, entropy. Okay, so equilibrium is also one of the very important term which is closely related with thermodynamics. Here means that there is no any unbalanced forces or energy available in the system at a particular state. Means equilibrium means there should not be any unbalanced energies or not required energies, forces are present in the system. It should be in the equilibrium state. Okay. Here we are going to study about thermodynamic equilibrium. Thermodynamic equilibrium is the condition in which thermodynamically that system should be equilibrium. What is thermodynamically it should be equilibrium is it satisfies three conditions simultaneously, then it is called as thermodynamic equilibrium. What are the conditions of thermal equilibrium, mechanical equilibrium and chemical equilibrium? Thermal equilibrium means, thermal means heat. There should equilibrium means there should not be any unbalanced force. Okay, then right, thermal equilibrium means there should not be any unrelated or unwanted heat content inside the heat transfer, inside the head, inside or outside, to or fro from the system. Mechanical equilibrium means it is the condition in which there is no any unbalanced forces are present. Especially mechanical equilibrium meant for pressure. There should not be any unwanted pressure present in the system. Chemical equilibrium means chemically that system should be denied with all sort of reactions, okay, with the surroundings or the boundary of the system. Okay, so if there is no any unbalanced mechanical forces, chemical forces or thermal forces inside the system, means if it satisfies at a time all these three equilibrium, means then that system is called thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay, why we are talking about this equilibrium is we are going to study all the system changes, each and every state of the system, and departure from one state to another state, which is passing the path, everything, all the way, all the time. We have to be very careful that the system is in the condition of equilibrium. That much this is closely related with this course. Quasi-static or quasi-equilibrium process. Okay. Quasi means almost. Quasi means almost. Static means static condition. Okay. It is a reversible process. Let me explain later what is reversible process. Reversible process means there should not be any identification of the process impact on the system. Okay, it is a reversible process which has succession of equilibrium state. Succession of equilibrium state means that process should be conducted in such a manner that each and every state of the system should be in equilibrium condition, and infinite slowness is its significant characteristics. Infinite slowness is nothing but the way in which the process has been conducted should have infinite slowness, that is very slow. There should not be any impact or effect on the system by conducting that particular process. Okay, the departure of the state of the system from the thermodynamic equilibrium will be infinitesimally small. Okay, here for example you can see we are increasing the pressure. Okay, and by increasing the pressure we are now finding the change in temperature. Here PV coordinate has been shown here. If increase of pressure from initial pressure Pi to Pf final pressure, we are doing or increasing or raising the pressure of the system stage by stage, Pi, P1, P2, P3, P4, in between each and every state. Okay, and drastically increasing the pressure from Pi to Pf, we are increasing in terms of stage by stage, very slowly, and infinitesimal difference value means the effect would be totally different from directly increasing from Pi to Pf. Okay. So if you increase each and every step in a right manner, then only it is possible to get the coordinate points also, so that you can draw and you can study or analyze the system. Okay, each and every state passed by this process should be drawn, then only it is possible to analyze. You should know how the changes has the impact on the system. This change of pressure, what is how it affects the system should be studied. Okay, for that it should be very slowly conducted. Every state passed by the system will be an equilibrium condition. So here also you can see here, yes, system is changed from the state 1 to 2 by raising the pressure. When the pressure is increased, automatically the volume would be decreased, right? Okay, so here instead of raising the pressure from P1 to P2, when that is here, this is a system, okay, by which if you are pressurizing means you just think that the compression, the piston is in the now state 1 condition, and when you are pressurizing step by step, okay, then only you can get these points for drawing this coordinate, right? So here instead of raising or compressing the piston from 1 to 2 drastically or fastly, we are, if you are pressurizing step by step with very infinitesimally small pressure increase, means then only you can get the coordinate first. Analyzing is so different. For analyzing you are in need of this curve, right? Okay, so what is the path which is followed by this curve is talks about what is the effect on that particular system. If the system is this gas which was having the volume of V1 initial condition and V2 in the final condition. Okay, so by this compression or pressure, what happened by this compression, what happened to this system from 1 to 2? If you want to analyze it, means you should draw this curve. Okay, this is the path of the process. Path means defined as the series of states. One state, these are all each and every state point, the locus of succession of points. Okay, locus of the changes. State is defined as the series of states through which a system passes during a process. This is a process 1 to 2. Process means I told 2 states are needed. This is state 1, state 2, process 1 to 2. The path followed by the process is this curve. Okay. So to describe a process completely, one should specify the initial and final states. Not only it is important to know the initial and final state, but also otherwise this curve can be drawn as like this, and so many curves. You can draw infinite curves. Okay, that is not important. Right succession of states should be known, then only what is the effect of that particular experiment can be studied. Okay. Cycle means, you know already what is cycle. Okay, cycle means nothing but as a cycle wheel which you are using. Initial and final conditions are identical or same. When a process, here you can see, when a process when a cycle consists of 4 process, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, starting and ending at 1, state 1. 4 states. How many states? 1, 2, 3, 4 states. How many process? 1, 2, 3, 4 process. Okay. Why it is called cycle means initial, and it is a closed figure. You got the closed figure consisting of initial and final identical state. Quasi-static or quasi-equilibrium process was explained, and also I told it is a reversible process which has a succession of equilibrium state. Here you can see each and every state passed by the system is equilibrium state. Equilibrium means there is no any unbalanced forces with respect to thermal, chemical or mechanical forces. Infinite slowness is in its significant characteristics. This is quasi-static process, shows how the process exactly passed through. Spontaneous process means if you don't keep the infinitesimal slowness, means then the various paths followed by the processes could be like this, or whatever maybe it is. Okay, so here it is isobaric and isochoric process that I will explain you later. But you should know the importance of quasi-static process is succession of equilibrium states with infinitesimal slowness. Infinitesimal slowness means very slow, such that it should at any time the system should come to its original position, original state, without having any impact on the system by the reaction. Now we entered into a very important concept of thermodynamics called zeroth law of thermodynamics. In this course we are going to study zeroth law, first law, second law, third law of thermodynamics. But anyhow, this zeroth law of thermodynamics have a very significant role, since this is the origin for measurement of temperature. How temperature could be measured is only after the invention of this zeroth law. So thank you students, thanks for listening. Let me continue the zeroth law and other concepts in the next video. Thank you, happy learning.